They say you're only young once, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever.
Hi there, hey there, hello there guys. I'm coming to you today with another What I Eat in a Day video. We are at the vet center. Oh, look at my hair is all full today. Anyway, we're at the vet center, we're volunteering. So I did wake up and I was quite hungry. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you what I brought with me to eat. Don't really have anything on my mind right now that I'm wanting to talk about or rant about like I normally do. There may be something later that I want to talk about. I don't know. My day is still just starting, like I said. So there's still a lot of things that I can find to talk about through the day. But I don't know if you guys like the last two videos that I've done. They've been a little bit longer in quality and not quality, in quantity. They've been a little bit longer. Trying to talk to you a little bit more instead of just showing you pictures of my food, because I mean that's not really much fun at all. But you know, I'm really enjoying these videos, and I hope you guys are too. And you know, I'm just trying to build a nice little place here where I can be myself and you guys can be yourself, and send me comments or questions like I've asked in the last videos. You know, I'm more than willing to answer anything. I'm not a doctor. I don't have no big understanding of how everything works. I just know that it works. So, you know, if you have any questions or just, you know, anything about keto, about my life, anything, I'll be happy to answer it for you. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm eating today. And like I said, this is just going to be my lunch. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have something later for sure, because this is definitely not up on my macros. So, but let me go ahead and show you what I'm having. And sorry if I keep looking in weird places. It's just because I keep thinking I hear somebody walking behind me or something like that, but I don't see anyone. So anyway, long introduction, so apologize for that one. But let's go ahead and I'll show you my food. Hello people. So this is my lunch. I'm telling you the truth, I'm having such a hard time with getting good avocados recently. I had to throw out half of that one. So what I have there is just half of an avocado with salt and pepper. This is a can of chunk tuna with mayonnaise, pickle relish, and pepper. And then I had some olives as well. So pretty good on the fats for this meal. And that's what I'm going to be eating for my lunch. And I will check in with you guys later when I eat my dinner. So, bon appetit. Hello, people. I am home after a long day. We did our vet center thing. And then on Wednesdays, we also have church. Let me take that gum out of my mouth. Looks like I've got something in my mouth. But anyway, so I'm getting ready to cook for the evening. And I don't have any chicken wings, and I want chicken wings, so instead I am taking chicken breast in the air fryer and putting buffalo wing sauce on them. So I'll have that with some ranch. Little bit high on the protein today. I did have an avocado earlier, some mayonnaise, and some olives. Not sure exactly if I want to have anything else, but I really am hungry, but I'm really craving just some chicken and ranch. So that's what I'm going to go with right now. If I eat anything else, of course, you know, I'll film that, but I'll show you the chicken in the air fryer, and we'll go from there. So, bye. Hey guys, I am checking in with you. You will never believe what I've done. I'm working right now. So if I stop to chat, or that's why I'm working chat tonight. But you will never believe what I've done. When I was making my chicken, I had went through this whole big story with you guys. It was 16 minutes long. And as I was getting ready to put the video together, the video would not open, and I meant to hit the back button, and instead I hit delete. So in the video I was talking to you guys about you know, people leaving comments and things like that on the videos, and that I hadn't gotten any, but then I remembered I did get one. and it was from a vegan. And she sent me a message, and she asked me if I could message her on Instagram. One second. Sorry, I had to take off my robe and change some things while I was chatting, so I just decided to pause it. So if there's a lot of starting and stopping, that's why. But she sent me a message on one of my videos, and she asked me to message her on Instagram. So I went on to Instagram, and I actually looked at her account. And that's when I found out that she was a vegan. And I know that there are some other YouTubers who were having some issues, especially while they were doing the carnivore diet, like Headbangers Kitchen. He was doing some videos that were actually demonetized. And, you know, it wasn't because of vegans or anything like that, but there was some vegan talk. Also, I think the name of the channel is Get Her Done Keto. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me check on the name of it here. No, Keto Kelly. Keto Kelly, that's her name. And she had done the carnivore diet, and she had been getting a lot of flack, not from vegans, but just from people telling her, you know, that's not the way that you know, do this. Because she was eating some vegetables and stuff. But I know that in the comments, people seem to always have, you know, really strong opinions and things. And, you know, I want to leave it out there. I mean, if someone wants to ask me a question or comment, I mean, I'm not going to run from it. I'll be happy to answer anything. So I sent her a message on Instagram, you know, asking her, you know, letting her know that I was messaging her back. And it kind of went through the pleasantries of, hi, how are you doing? You know, this kind of thing. I'm good. How are you? You know, back and forth. And then finally she asked me, can I ask you what made you start on this diet? And I started thinking about it, you know, and I was like, what made me start on this diet? I have tried every diet known to man. I have always been overweight. Except I did have a phase in my life where I was a heavy drinker, and I didn't take care of my body at all, pushed it to its limits. And at that time, you know, I got down smaller, but I mean, I've never been what you could call skinny. I mean, it's just, I've never been skinny. So I started thinking about it. Well, what was the reason that I did start this diet? And, you know, I've tried them all. I mean, from a young age, I've tried calorie restricting. I've tried Atkins back in the day. I even tried that horrible soup diet that they put people on, you know, the cabbage soup diet. And the only thing that did for me was send me to the bathroom where I really thought that I was going to die. There was at one point where I was literally holding on to the sides of the wall. I mean, I was just like, oh my God, I felt like I was going to die. Everything in me. I was having heart palpitations. I was sweating. I was in so much pain. That soup diet is, I would never recommend that to anyone. It was horrible. I constantly stayed in the bathroom with that. And the only thing that I did lose was just water weight, and it all came back. But I tried Weight Watchers, and Weight Watchers is good. But my downfall is I was going to the meetings, and every time I had to go to the meetings, I would pass this McDonald's, and I wanted a Big Mac. I had been craving a Big Mac. That was the only thing I could think about was, I want this Big Mac. And I kept telling myself, no, you don't want the Big Mac. You really don't want it. You'll be so much better off if you just don't do it. And during the meeting, I had told the instructor, you know, that I just kept dealing with temptation. And I told you guys that I have an addiction to food, that I'm a food addict. And she said, you know what? You can't deny yourself. And she said, because what will end up happening if you don't get what you want when you're craving it, then you're going to end up eating something else, and you're still going to have that craving. And she's like, so if you want a Big Mac, get a Big Mac. And I was like, well, yeah, I'll go have me a Big Mac. So I went, and I didn't get just one Big Mac. I mean, I got like 3 Big Macs. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. And I ate those, and I did not feel, you know, the least bit guilty, because she told me, if you're craving it, have a Big Mac. And what's going on here with the hair. I'm so sorry, guys. This hair has been going on since this morning. And the makeup. So my makeup's been on for over 24 hours. But, so Weight Watchers didn't work. Trying to think what else I've tried after that. I also did do a stint at being vegan. It was really hard for me to do that one. I started feeling better, but the weight just wasn't coming off. And I do admit I wasn't wholeheartedly vegan. I guess they would have actually considered me plant-based for the majority of the time. I would have a cheat day where I would just eat whatever I wanted to eat. And that didn't work. And then I have a friend. Well, before that, I had started hearing things about, the low carb. Because I tried the Atkins before, where you did, the induction phase, and then phase 2, phase 3, and that's where you kind of maintained and ate at. I had tried that. Never really did take it serious. I mean, I started doing it probably in September of 2016, around Christmas of 2016. I'd started to hear things about keto, but I wasn't sure exactly what keto was. I had a friend, and I don't know if she's watching this right now or not, but hi, Billy Joe. She actually started doing keto. But we talked a little bit about it, and, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing keto too. And she started saying things about keto, and I was like, oh, I haven't ever heard that before. And by that, I mean, I was staying under the 20 carbs and things like that, but I really wasn't doing fat, and I wasn't watching, macros or what I was eating. Pretty much, I don't even know if I was really paying attention to carbs, actually. I just wasn't eating potatoes or bread or rice or beans, fruits, sugars, except on occasion when I would cheat, which I would have a cheat day every week. On Saturdays, I would go completely nuts. And you could always tell, everyone knew when I was cheating, and it was so sad. Because I was like, I would lose weight, and then in one day I would gain it all back, plus another pound. Then, it would take me another week, and that would come off, and it'd be the next day of my cheat day. So I would, kept just losing the same weight over and over again. But I started getting really serious about it. I started doing some more research. I found Dr. Berg here on YouTube and started watching his videos, and then also Keto Connect. I started watching some of their videos. Then that led me to like the Headbangers Kitchen, watching some of their videos. I found some other kind of YouTubers that did, like a low carb keto meal plan, and they would, found in Alaska is really good at doing. And she has a channel here. Her name is Suzanne. She lives in Alaska. Great channel. Very inspirational woman. But, she does like low carb meal plans and, things like that. It's not necessarily keto, but it's on the low carb. And it gives you some really great ideas. So I started watching people and, gaining information. I was like, you know what? I really think I can do this. So I started doing keto. And, at that time, it was really difficult for me, guys, because I'm 4'9" and 3/4. That 3/4 is very important. That puts me almost at 4'10". And I was born with a disintegrating hip joint, and it was something I was born with, and also a condition of multiple epithelial dysplasia, which is it's present in dwarfism, but I'm not considered that, but it has to do with the growth plates. And I've always had issues because I've always been overweight, but I've always had issues in the hips and the walking and things like that. So when I first started this and I found this diet, the majority of my time I was spent in a wheelchair. Anytime I would go anywhere, I would have to have a wheelchair. I mean, it was really sad. It's because I did so much damage to my body, and still right now, if I go to like a mall or I go somewhere that there's a lot of walking, I have a great husband, a wonderful husband who takes great care of me, and I do have my own wheelchair. We have it in the car at all times. So in case I have days where I'm just not feeling the best, he'll push me. So thank God for this man. But, I noticed that once the weight started dropping off, it was a lot easier for me to get around, and the added weight that I put on myself made it very, very hard on my joints. And keto actually started helping that. Hold on, I got to respond to someone here. And that's when I started doing keto. And I still kept, cheating and not eating, the best and not counting anything. And then, and I had success. 60 pounds here. Right now I'm a little over 70, almost at 75 pounds down. And it's just hard because, like I said, I'm 4'9¾". So on my macros, it says in order for me, because I do live a sedentary life, because I do work from home, I sit at this desk the majority of my day. But I'm supposed to have 1,065 calories, and I think it's like 88 fat. Hold on, let me pull it up. I got it on here. My macros. Where did it open to? I think it opened up behind here, so I can't see it. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I found it. So, okay. So 1,065 calories, 13 grams of carbs, 66 protein, and 82 grams of fat will put me at a 3-pound weight loss each month. That is really hard to do. Really, really hard to do. But, I've been doing this, and what really gave me the wake-up call was on Christmas. I had done a 3-day, basically, carb overhaul. And I used to have eczema really bad between my fingers, which I don't have it now. It used to come in between my fingers here and go up around my fingers. I used to have a place really bad right here where it was a big dry patch, and it would have like blisters, and you can see right here, I don't know if you see that. That was one of them that was open. But on Christmas, I just ate everything. Ate anything I wanted, everything I wanted. And my hand, on this hand, it broke out real bad all the way up and through here. My hand was like 3 times its normal size. And I wasn't able to sleep. Every time I would roll over on my hand, it would start throbbing in pain. I constantly would go to sleep, and I was like, man, I just can't do this. So I completely eliminated all cheat days. No cheating. I also laid off of diet pops. I was addicted to those majorly. And the only thing that I've had is at my birthday on January 8th, my family bought me a cake and ice cream. And, I did go ahead and I did have a piece of cake and ice cream. And that was it. Normally I would be like, oh, well, this day's already shot, so let's go get a Big Mac. How about some Arby's? I could really go for some ice cream. How about some, a giant Hershey bar with almonds? And how about, I could just keep going. But I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have the cake and I'm going to be done. So I had the cake and I was done. And, I don't see myself wanting it, but I know that you can't live a life of saying I'm never going to eat this or I'm never going to eat that again, because it's just not, how things are. But anyway, I told you all of this so I could get back to the comment that I had. Nothing has happened about it. The girl, I told her, that I was the reason I started looking into this diet and things like that, and it's working for me. I don't know if a conversion is coming or if she's going to try to convert me over to veganism. I'll keep you guys updated on it, but leave me your comments, leave me your questions. I have nothing to hide. I'll answer anything, and I'm a pretty easygoing kind of person, and I enjoy conversation. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm sorry that this video is like really long and boring or whatever the case may be. Like I said, the one that I had when I was cutting up my chicken was great because I showed you exactly what I was doing to my buffalo chicken. All I did was cut up the frozen chicken breast and put some salt and pepper on that, and then some buffalo sauce, Frank's Red Hot Buffalo. Put it in the air fryer. When it came out, put a little bit more buffalo sauce on it, stuck it back in for 3 minutes, and pulled it out. But it was a lot more fun on the other side of that video. So, but I thought I'd just go ahead and re-record it. I'm so disappointed that it got removed. But anyway, on with the rest of the video. Hello guys, I'm back and my chicken is done. It looks amazing. I had it in for 23 minutes. I went ahead and took it out, put a little bit more of the buffalo sauce on it, and then stuck it back in for 3 minutes. It looks absolutely amazing. And I do have some ranch dressing that I'm going to eat with it. So I might have like maybe 2 tablespoons of cream cheese later just to get some more fats in, because I had tuna, which was pretty lean. The chicken's pretty lean, so really the only fats that I've had today is the avocado, some olives, mayonnaise, and the ranch that I'm going to have with this. So I'm going to get some more healthy fats in before I go to bed. I have to work at midnight, so I will check in with you guys later. Bye.